Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Overlaid or spread or topped with or enclosed within something, sometimes used as a combining form. Women with covered faces. Of some seeds, having a fleshy and usually brightly colored cover. Of some seeds, having a fleshy and usually brightly colored cover. Covered with an awning. With awninged windows on the west side. Covered with beads of liquid. A face beaded with sweat. Covered with, or as if with, a blanket. Covered with or as with a canopy. A canopied bed. Covered with or as if with clothes or a wrap or cloak. Fog-cloaked meadows. Having its true character concealed with the intent of misleading. Covered with or as if with clothes or a wrap or cloak. Leaf-clothed trees. Wearing or provided with clothing, sometimes used in combination. Clothed and in his right mind. Having a hardened crust as a covering. Having a hardened crust as a covering. Having a hardened crust as a covering. Brusque and surly and forbidding. Crusty remarks. Covered with bright patches, often used in combination. Waves dabbled with moonlight. Covered with or as if with clothes or a wrap or cloak. A beam draped with cobwebs. Covered in folds of cloth. Velvet draped windows. Abundantly covered or supplied with, often used in combination. Drenched in moonlight. Abundantly covered or supplied with, often used in combination. Drenched in moonlight. Covered with a layer of dust. Covered with a layer of dust. A dusty pile of books. Lacking originality or spontaneity, no longer new. Having a hardened crust as a covering. Covered with or as if with clothes or a wrap or cloak. Splashed or covered patchily with moonlight. The moon-splashed world. Used pejoratively, out of fashion, old-fashioned. Moss-grown ideas about family life. Overgrown with moss. Used pejoratively, out of fashion, old-fashioned. Overgrown with moss. Covered with or as if with mud. Mud-beplastered arguments. Being or made softer or less loud or clear. Muffled drums. Wrapped up especially for protection or secrecy. Children muffled almost to the eyebrows. Abounding in usually unwanted vegetation. Covered with growing plants. Covered all over with uniformly distributed flagella. Very drunk. Of walls, covered with a coat of plaster. Of hair, made smooth by applying a sticky or glossy substance. Black hair plastered with pomade. Of walls, covered with a coat of plaster. Established irrevocably. His fate is sealed. Closed or secured with or as if with a seal. My lips are sealed. Covered with a waterproof coating. A sealed driveway. Determined irrevocably. His fate is sealed. having been paved. Undisclosed for the time being. Sealed orders. Held in check with difficulty. A smothered cough. Completely covered. Bonnet smothered with flowers. Covered with snow. Snow-clad hills.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.